It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Runs through the contact. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Come on, set.
Young going to give to Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. In motion left, that's Thielen. Now Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
Here we go. Cut, go.
Young. That one complete to Ligon. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Set, ready. Cut.
Young now. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Sideline throw, it's tipped, but he's still got it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw 1 interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Once again, it's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
The numbers last week for Mitchell. 16 carries, 80 yards.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cowboys offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession.
Back to it after the pick 6, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone. and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set, yellow, line.
Young to throw it. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready.
Young. They'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw, Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Ready, ready, set, hut. Hut, hut.
On play action, Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Here's a toss right side to Mitchell.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Prescott from the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Young will set to throw.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Young to throw it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Looking to throw, Young.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
And down he'll go at the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here now a third down and 8.
Ready.
Throwing. Young.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Young. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
Now Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
The big fella. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here in a
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and Elijah Mitchell set to take over once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Throwing. Prescott. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run right here with Brooks. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Brooks is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check pink. Blue check.
They'll try to throw down. Young. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Hopkins' kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Down. Hut, hut.
Young. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go now. Set.
Up the middle with Brooks here. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Micah Parsons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hekker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott now. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Young. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. A give running right is Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the
2-minute break. We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. A give here to Mitchell.
And he's got some space here.
Down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now Young and the Panthers down 21-13, 1:40 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Dalton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina!
And Xavier Leggett.
74 yards.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future,